Principal McNerney, thank you so much for spending a few moments of your valuable time to allow me to introduce myself as a representative for Pennington Publishing's grades 4 through 8 programs. And before we get started, I just have to say congratulations on Aardvark Middle School's achievement. And it's so great to get that kind of recognition. So kudos to your staff especially. Yes, to answer your question, our Teaching the Language Strand program does address each of the standards in the language strand. And I have to tell you, I'm pretty impressed that you actually know about the language strand. Of course, we've been focusing, and rightfully so much over the last few years as we've rolled out Common Core on the reading and writing strands. But now, especially as we're getting back the results of the PARC and the SBAC assessments, we're seeing the instructional gaps in grammar, usage, mechanics, spelling, and vocabulary. And of course, your Common Core adoptions, as you well know, do a great job in the reading and writing strands, but not so much on the explicit, systematic instruction that is needed to reflect the rigor of the Common Core state standards in the language areas. Let's walk through the 7 key components of the Teaching the Language Strand program. The program itself has both print and digital versions of the Teacher's Edition for interactive display in the classroom and consumable workbooks. These workbooks are completely different for each grade level to provide that instructional continuity from grades 6, 7, and 8 here at Aardvark. They're reasonably priced. $12.99 per is about 6 cents per copy. I don't even think we could accomplish 6 cents per copy on our school copiers. Let's go through the components, as I said, in the trifold. We'll open on up, and we can kind of follow along here. We have number 1, twice per week, scripted grammar, usage, and mechanics lessons. These 2 per week, 20 to 25-minute lessons go through all of the grammar, usage, mechanics, grade level standards. Number 2, twice per week language application openers. These 5-minute bell ringers will reinforce and give students to practice all of their language conventions, concepts, and skills learned. Number 3, weekly spelling pattern tests and spelling worksheet. Students here at Aardvark still need the orthographic instruction and the sound spellings to provide that level of structural analysis and connection to vocabulary that's so important in our Tier 2 vocabulary as we're working through acquiring academic language across the strands and content areas. Number 4, twice per week, vocabulary worksheets with vocabulary study cards covering the language strand 4, 5, and 6 standards. These include multiple meaning words, Greek and Latinates, dictionary thesaurus resources, idiom, context clues, word relationships, connotative meanings, and academic words built upon the research-based academic word list in a 4-square vocabulary instructional methodology. Additionally, number 5, biweekly unit tests and summative spelling assessments. Teaching the Language Strand is an assessment-based program with diagnostic, formative assessments in each and every instructional component and the summative assessments for program analysis and adjustment. Number 6, diagnostic, as we said, grammar usage mechanics and spelling assessments with remedial worksheets. The strength of this program is, again, catching up our students while we keep up with the rigorous grade level standards. Perfect for your EL population here at Aardvark, your special education kids, and let's face it, a number of your kids are below grade level standards in these areas of the language strand. And number 7, the appendices, with syllable worksheets, review games, reference tools, every resource your teachers need to address the individual needs of their students. At the bottom of our trifold is the QR code, which has an introductory video, which I'd like you to pass on, if you will, to your English department chair and members of your English language arts team here at Aardvark. I'd also like to leave with you not only the trifold, but a copy of the workbook. I'll leave one of the grade level copies for the review of your language arts team, and also sample lessons of each of the grade levels so that teachers will be able to make an informed decision as to whether they want to know more about the program or not. And finally, our Pennington Publishing Fall Catalog, a wealth of ELA and reading intervention resources for your grades 6 through 8 students here at Aardvark. I will also go ahead and email you that URL reference for the introductory video to make it easy to pass on to your teachers. And with your permission, I'd love to check in with you in a few days to see if your language arts team would like to see, for example, all of the workbook copies. And I'd love to be able to sit down and present the information just as I did with you, with a quick kind of walkthrough and answer any questions that your language arts team might have. Also, I'm going to attach a gift for your students in the email, the Essential Study Skills Program, and you're very welcome to place them on for your grade school website for a 1-year site license. These are 40 self-paced study skills lessons that every teacher wants every student to know before they get to high school. And of course, it would be perfect for your once per week advocacy program, your after school program that I notice you have. Anyway, I'd like to give that to you as compliments of Pennington Publishing to see the quality of our curricular products. Thank you so much for your time.